Back again. Let's talk about Dirty Harry. I love Dirty Harry. This is a movie made in the 1970s, one of Clint Eastwood's big break movies. That wasn't Western. That was one of the bigger things about Clint Eastwood's career. It's not a Western. He's a grizzled, no nonsense cop who doesn't really like to follow the rules, who just kind of doing his own little thing, but he's so useful and he's so good at it that can no one can really tolerate him quitting, which he constantly threatens to do. Anyway, really good intro for the 1970s cop genre, and has continued to be a legend across all of cinema ever since. Now, the original Dirty Harry movie is loosely based on the Zodiac serial killer and killings, and how big and crazy those things were. Those that news cycle was back then. Just a guy who would commit murders, and then he would leave a cipher behind to kind of give clues as to what he was going to do next or who he was, things like that. The real Zodiac killer was never killed. There's plenty of, or he was never killed, or he was never found. He was never anything really. And there's a whole another conversation you could have just about that. But that shows you the weight of that news and that whole thing by uh, the fact that they made Dirty Harry based on that story, and it carried a lot of weight with it. It carried a lot of thrills with it, and so there are so many cool sequences in the Dirty Harry movie. And I get again, you really do have to act. I think you do have to like the action genre. I think you do have to like the thriller, inner city cop type of stuff to like the genre. And it's still old. I understand it's an older movie. I think you also have to be a very Clint Eastwood fan to adequately enjoy Dirty Harry for everything that it is. I mean, he delivers on almost everything that he does. Clint Eastwood. He's a man who's on his business, right? That's what I appreciate about him. Even when he moved into being a director, all the stuff he does in movies is very on business, is very on point. And so when you have these sequences in Dirty Harry, my favorites are just when he's in the middle of eating a hot dog and he sees a bank robbery taking place, so he just kind of moseys on over there while eating a hot dog to just take out his 44 Magnum and just blow them all away. While having little quips in between while he's doing it. And such a good such a good action sequence, and just so satisfying for some reason. So well written for that style. And one thing I appreciate is that it very much uh, puts weight on the cat and mouse aspect of the movie. It's not a it's not like a long winding chase and then you finally catch the bad guy because he was oh so clever. It's very much like you know um, Harry gets close to catching the bad guy and then he gets away, or he's close to being caught several times. He is caught, then gets out on a technicality, then they got to chase again. Like there are all kinds of cool little angles to this story. And one thing I love about this act, I don't even know who that actor is. I don't even know that he's done anything else. But his performance as the serial killer, or as the bad guy, is shockingly, manic and convincing and horrifying and just evil. You just, he's so weaselly and manipulative and just really good at delivering on some very deep rooted, crazy, evil thing going on inside his head. And he delivers it really well. So by the end, you're really hoping that this guy gets blown away by Dirty Harry, and he the thing just gets over with. Which is what helps build the stakes as the movie goes. And it's a very darkly lit movie. It's very inner city. It's very no nonsense, earthy and just to the point. And so, like I said, it's an older one. It's very action oriented. It's very Clint Eastwood. So if those fit your preference, come on, man, it's Dirty Harry. You should give it a watch. It's got lots of one-liners. It's got lots of you know clever little quips that Clint Eastwood uses. Like the 44 Magnum lines, and you find out why he's called Dirty Harry, why that's his nickname. So uh, it's just that good. What can I say?